One of the most important things in the Linux are services, which you must be familiar with for everything in Linux. Now, how to manage Linux services. If you want to become a real hacker, you must know this. Hello world, welcome to Strings channel. First of all, if you like this content and want to become a skilled hacker without any cost and with simplest methods, subscribe to my channel. If the video was useful to you, like it and tell me your opinion in the comments. In this video, I will teach you how to manage all Linux services. When working or hacking, you can open them, close them, start them, restart them, and etc. Services like SSH or web server. So let's go. For this, you can use your own Linux machine, or if you don't have one, you can use this useful site that provides you with a complete and free Linux installation. If you want to enter your Poundbox on this site, watch the first video of this series. Well, click on this option from this page, click on Start, then click on Interact. First, let's talk about the process. Every program you run in the Linux is processed, without exception. Every program in Linux is processed when it's executed. Let me show you. Here, for example, open Pluma. Now go to the terminal, new code. Type ps-aux and enter. Oh, so much. Here it shows all running background programs. Let's put a filter in it for convenience. Type ps-aux pipe grep Pluma. As you can see, it shows the running program or Pluma. Now close Pluma and type the same code again. ps-aux pipe grep Pluma. You can see that it no longer exists. Now let's see an example with nano. Open the new terminal and type nano daemons. We are going to talk about daemons in detail later. Come to the previous terminal, type ps-aux pipe grep nano. You can see that it's running. Now cancel nano and enter the same command again. ps-aux pipe grep nano. Bam, gone. So you notice that when you open a program, the process starts, and when you close that, stops. Now type ps-aux again. What are these? What are all these running programs? Well, I must say that these are called daemons. Yes, these are daemons. We didn't open the processes. We didn't do anything with. We didn't see them when they started, but they exist like a ghost in your Linux. So daemons are background processes that we didn't start. There are many processes in the background, such as networking, printing, SSH, and etc. Now, how can we recognize that the programs that are processed in the background are daemons? If there is a D at the end of any process, it's a daemon process. Type ps-aux pipe grep SSH. Yes, you can see it's here. Now, what does this SSH daemon do? When you want to connect to your Linux box through SSH or remote connection, this SSH ensures that this happens, and you don't have to do anything. It starts working automatically when the system boots. Let me give you another example. Type ps-aux pipe grep NTP. NTP or Network Time Protocol. It syncs your system time on the Linux server. Press enter. Yes, it works correctly. And here you can see that it's a daemon. But my goal of this video does not end here. We want to control all of this. I mean, if you want to become a successful hacker or know Linux professionally, you must be able to control this completely. All these daemons have a master through which we can control all daemons. The name of this master is systemd, which is actually the head of the daemons and gives them all the necessary commands. Systemd has two main tasks. First is the service manager or management of daemons, and the second is initialization system or init system. When you boot up your system, systemd starts. So this is the first daemon that starts working, and then it orders to other daemons to run. Let me show you. Go to the terminal, type ps3 or process3 and enter. That's it. Here you can see that systemd is the first and the rest are its sub-branches. Now what is the ID process? Type ps-aux. Each process has a number or process ID. Complete comma up, you can see the systemd ID right here. Now how can we use systemd to control another daemons? I told you before that one of the tasks of systemd is to manage daemons, and we can control them using systemctl command. I have to tell you that systemctl is not the only init system, but it's the most basic one that you can see in any modern Linux distro. Previously, there were systems like sysvinit, upstart, or openrc. Anytime, systemctl is the boss, so let's learn how to work with it. Also remember that if you hear units somewhere, it means daemons. Well, let's work with SSH or SSHD. New code, type systemctl stop SSHD. Here we want to stop SSH, but if you are using real Linux, if you run this command, your system will stop and it will log you out. So be careful. Press enter, boom. Let me check now. Type sudo systemctl status sshd. Here you can see that SSH is dead. Now let's revive it. Type sudo systemctl start sshd. Now if you enter sudo systemctl status sshd, you can see that he came alive. Now let's learn the commands that are used a lot. Type sudo systemctl restart sshd. Kill and revive now. Another one. Type sudo systemctl reload sshd. Remember that not all processes or daemons can execute this code, and the execution of this code depends on their configuration. Well, if you doubted whether a process can execute the reload or not, use this command. Sudo systemctl reload -or -restart sshd. Now if you want to control daemons when the system boots, what should we do? Type sudo systemctl disable ntp. You should not do this in your system, but we are practicing to learn everything. Now let's check what we did. Type sudo systemctl status ntp. As you can see, it's still working, and when the system reboots, it stops working. Here you can see that it's disabled. Let's reactivate it so that our system doesn't crash after reboot. Type sudo systemctl enable ntp. Boom! Let's check it. Sudo systemctl status ntp, yes, activated. There is a faster way to find out if daemons are active or not. Type sudo systemctl is -active ntp, or type sudo systemctl is -enable ntp. You can see that it's active. So how do we know which daemons are active on our system and which ones are not? New code. Type sudo systemctl list -units -t services. As you can see, everything is here. Here are units or daemons that show loading, whether they are active or not, is what state they are, and what is their descriptions. Sometimes some daemons do things that we don't expect. For example, there is a daemon named nginx that we cannot find it with these commands that we learned, because systemctl did not put it in our main memory. So what should we do? Type sudo systemctl list -units pipe grab nginx. You can see that it doesn't exist. Solution. New code. Type sudo systemctl list -unit -files pipe grab nginx. It's here, and we can see that it's inactive. Nginx is actually a web server that makes your Linux machine run a website. If you want Nginx to start when you reboot your system, you have to do two things. First, make sure that Nginx starts working in every boot, and secondly that it runs on the current boot and does not need to be started manually. Type sudo systemctl enable nginx. It's activated with this command, and the second task, type sudo systemctl start nginx. Oh, error. If you look carefully here, systemctl said that if this code does not work, use another ctl, journalctl. You are the best systemctl. Type sudo journalctl -xe. Interesting, it's empty, while it should be full of stuff like systemctl. Learning to manage services is useful in times like this. Journalctl is a daemon too, so we need to activate it first. Type sudo systemctl list -units pipe grab journal and enter. Well, this is a daemon we want to restart. Type sudo systemctl restart systemd -journal d. Boom, started. Let's check. Type sudo journalctl -xe. Yes, it got much better. Now let's find nginx here. Right here. Port 80 indicates the web server, and our nginx is here. As you can see, nginx did not work in systemctl, but here it's working and active. How to fix it? How to take it to its original place? Well, this is something that we will not discuss in this video, but we will learn it completely by the end of this series, so don't worry. Well, I want to end this video here. Don't forget that with this series you are going to become a master in Linux and become a skilled hacker. Thank you for being with me until the end of this video. Practice every day and be creative. Until the next video, keep cool and stay anonymous.